Hey everyone, welcome back to Grace Horizons. I'm Wolfgang Gray, and this channel is all about learning how to build real, lasting wealth through experience, smart strategy, and self-discipline. A quick disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. Everything here is for educational and storytelling purposes only and reflects my personal journey. Always do your own research before making financial decisions. Everyone talks entry, no one talks exit. We hear it all the time, buy low, sell high, but rarely do people actually talk about how to exit. How do you know when to walk away from an investment? When do you take profits? When do you cut losses? The truth is, the exit is where most of the gains or losses actually happen. When I first got into options trading, I was chasing big wins, and for a while I was hitting them. This was just before the 2008 crash. I was betting against the banks, and in hindsight, I was absolutely right. Several financial institutions went under, but here's the problem. I didn't really understand the full market mechanics around short positions, or how leverage and options trading magnifies both gains and losses. I didn't have an exit strategy. I was so convinced I was right that I kept delaying my exit, watching my profits evaporate as I waited for the market to catch up to what I believed, because I didn't factor in what might happen if I was right too early. I lost everything I had gained and was left with only 1/5 of my original investment. If I had simply built an exit strategy, taking profits incrementally or setting a stop, I could have locked in my gains and walked away with most of the upside. Instead, I held on until the trade turned against me. Lesson learned, having a great entry doesn't matter if you don't know when to leave. Why is it so easy to stay too long? There's a psychological trap in investing called loss aversion. Once you've seen a portfolio hit a high, it's hard to walk away with anything less, even if it's still a huge gain. That greed for the maximum keeps you in too long. And if you're in a losing position, then it's pride. You want to be right more than you want to be profitable. So instead of cutting losses early, you hold it, hoping it will turn around. It's emotional, not strategic, and it costs many people real money. Build your exit before you enter. When I enter a position now, I already know my exits. Where will I take profits? First target, second target, third? Where will I cut losses? How much am I willing to risk? How long am I willing to hold? These are things you decide before you enter, because once you're in, emotions cloud your judgment. Having a plan lets you act rationally when the pressure hits. Exit doesn't always mean selling everything. People think exit strategy means going to zero, selling it all. But there's nuance. You can scale out taking profits in stages. You can hedge instead of exiting. You can reallocate, shift to a safer position within the same sector. It's not binary. Smart exit strategies are flexible and layered. How I do it now, today I treat exits like a checklist. Take some profit off the table early, move stop losses up as price moves in my favor, never risk more than I'm willing to lose. Always know what would make me sell before I buy. I have also learned to scale out of the same way I scale in. For example, I might buy Bitcoin slowly during a dip and then sell pieces of it at preset price targets. I'm not waiting for the moon. I'm building consistent wins. My final thought, build to leave. It sounds strange, but everything you build financially should come with an escape hatch. Build your portfolio like you might need to exit. That clarity gives you the freedom to act when others freeze. Having an exit strategy isn't pessimistic, it's powerful. It means you're thinking clearly, playing long term, and not letting emotions run the show. So ask yourself, do you have an exit strategy for your next investment? If not, maybe it's time to build one before it's too late. If this helped you think differently about investing, hit like, subscribe, and check out my video on failing fast and learning faster. It all ties together. See you in the next one.